Well, this really is the fixture of all fixtures in Italian football. The game that means everything, the game that is everything. Don't even pretend to know what happens next. It is time to abandon all reason, to forget form, just to lose yourself in the hour or two of this mayhem between the two Milan sides, and whatever will be at the end of it all. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Well, this is a friendly, but a friendly only in name.
Well, I think we know what we're in for, whatever the circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash, which should keep everyone on edge. The fans are more nervous than the players, to me, confirming an atmosphere of angst. Try telling them there's nothing riding on this.
Our understanding is that it's going to be a 3-6-1 formation.
Well, what tends to happen with a puzzling-looking formation like this is that two of the more creative midfielders take up slightly inverted attacking roles to make it a simpler 3-4-3 setup, or indeed 3-4-2-1. That's what should unfold here. At the moment, I admit, it does look a little strange.
And we're underway. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. Played into space out wide. He's onside, it's Calhanoglu! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Calhanoglu deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Hernandez. Joao Felix. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I think it's hard to ignore this guy, Mike Maignan, Peter. You don't normally pick a goalkeeper as a potential match winner, but I think his consistency has to allow him an exception, because I think he's just very solid in all aspects of his game, and he has a great relationship with this defence.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Asllani. And here's Lautaro Martinez. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Martinez put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
Jovic gets a good foot in there. Bastoni with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Inter Milan are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Barella in with the challenge. Martinez floated through. That's a throw. Zielinski. Good. Zielinski! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Gabbia, Pavlovic, Hernandez, Pavlovic, Loftus-Cheek. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Pavlovic. Hernandez. Pavlovic. And Hernandez. And he's had it nicked away. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Il quarto uomo indica
Hernandez.
2 minuti di recupero.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And the flag has stayed down. Bastoni with the clearance. And we've reached half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. Reflections on the first half?
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least defensively.
But it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. There's the start of the second half.
Inter have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
That's a shade optimistic. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly...
Tries a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Milan really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
De Vrij is there, and he can get that clear. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Zielinski. Up towards the hour mark, and still no goals. Barella. And here's Mkhitaryan. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. There they go, hunting in packs. João Felix. João Felix! And that's caused a worry or two.
João Felix just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Milan choosing to make the first change. Martinez. Now it's Pulisic. Looking for the runner. Oh, Red, nice interception. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Asllani. He's going for goal! He's got away with one there.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down. Well, the crowd's impatience is an indicator that they haven't quite given up on a goal just yet.
Hernandez. Can he latch on to this? João Felix.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. He's got a real chance! And what a finish that might have been.
Well, it was a pretty engaging game that flew by. The separation now is left to penalties.
And it will be decided by the melodrama of penalties. They could really do with scoring the first penalty. And he has done his bit.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Pulisic is the next man in the spotlight. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
No! Denied remarkably!
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Jovic is second man up. Denied by the crossbar.
Well, I think he's overestimated the keeper's reach then.
Inter Milan with this chance to pull two clear. And he sticks it away. And the lead is 2. So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match. Oh, what a save!
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that, the way he was moving beforehand. Very good save.
Zielinski just needs to keep his nerve here. And he delivers! Inter Milan have won it by the barest of margins. Two sides more or less inseparable until the final kick of the ball from the spot. Well, how will we look back on that?
Inter really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.